What's up, my fellow actors? Kurt Yu here from actingcareercenter.com. We are doing a video today inside my trailer because I'm currently working on a project and we just broke for lunch, so I had some free time. And I thought it was the perfect setting to do this particular topic, which is some on-set terminology. I jotted down a few terms that I think every single actor should know before they go on set. Now, it's important to remember these are not the only terms you should know. There are many more than what I wrote down on this little piece of paper, but I think this is a good little list to get started. Now, before we begin, if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe to this channel to get more videos on acting, auditioning, and career advice every single week. And if you haven't already downloaded my free 10-step audition preparation guide, you can get it by going to that link right up there. I call it my audition cheat sheet because it's my own audition preparation process that I have used to help me book over 50 movies and television shows, including this one that I'm currently working on. All right, let's get to the on-set terminology. These are some terms that I think every single actor needs to know before they go onto a professional film and television set. The first term is base camp. Base camp is exactly what it sounds like. It is the home base of the production for that day's work. This is where you'll find all the trailers, the production trailers, the hair and makeup trailers, the wardrobe trailers, the actors trailers. All of these will be at base camp. And base camp is the first place that you go to when you start work for the day. All right, the second term is trailer. We just said trailer. So for actors, your trailer is basically your dressing room. We're currently in my trailer right now. This is where we kind of just hang out and wait for when they are ready to use us. So your actor's trailer can come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. This is kind of a mid-sized trailer. There are trailers smaller than this, and there are trailers much bigger than this. I think I'm going to do a video in the future where I'll do a little virtual tour of what an actor trailer looks like. The next term is sides. Now, when you go into your trailer, typically you will have some sides waiting for you, and the sides are just the pages of the script that they are going to be shooting that day. And the sides are usually delivered in this small little booklet. They're usually not full-size pages. Now, the first thing that I would recommend you do when you go to your trailer is to look at your sides and double check that your scenes and your dialogue are exactly what you expect them to be, because sometimes they make changes. Usually, if there are script changes, they will be sent to you, usually via email, but just in case, I always double check the sides that are in my trailer to make sure, because those are the actual pages that are going to be used that day. The next terms are 10-1 and 10-2. Both of these are kind of code words for going to the bathroom. That's exactly what they are. In on-set terminology, you don't say, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. You say, hey, I gotta go 10-1 or I gotta go 10-2. What's the difference? Well, 10-1 is going number 1 and 10-2 is going number 2. The next term is wired. Now, wired refers to getting wired for sound, and that means the microphone that they attach to your body. Every actor that has speaking lines typically has a microphone attached to them in some way, shape, or form. Usually it's either attached to their clothing or sometimes it is taped to their body, and then a wire is run from inside their clothing, and then the microphone pack is either put into their pocket, or sometimes they run the wire all the way down their leg and then they strap the pack to your ankle. So if you are on set and they say, hey, we got to get you wired, that means they got to attach a microphone to you. The next terms are first and second team. Now, first team refers to the principal actors, the actors that actually have lines that are going to be on camera, and second team refers to the stand-ins that help block the scene and set up the scene for lighting and stuff before they bring the actors on set. So if you are one of the actors that's actually going to be performing in the scene, that means when they call for first team, that means they're calling for you. So you may hear someone say, hey, we're ready for first team. That means they're ready for you and they are bringing you to set. Sometimes they might say, all right, first team can relax. We need second team for blocking rehearsal. So that means that you, if you are first team, you can go relax and hang out and wait for them until they are ready for you again, and they're going to bring in the stand-ins to help lighting and blocking and all that before they're ready for you. The next term is points, and this is a word that you'll hear people yelling on set here and there. You might hear them saying, points, 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 or points coming through, points coming through. Whenever you hear that, it just means someone is moving or pushing or carrying an object through the set or through your area, and they need you to clear a path. They need you to move it out of the way, because there are a lot of there's a lot of heavy equipment on set, and we don't want any injuries. So this is something that everybody yells out when they are moving something that could potentially either hit someone or hurt someone, or if that is expensive equipment and they don't want anybody else accidentally running into it. So let's say they're carrying a big camera through, they're going to yell points to get everybody to move out of the way. So anytime you hear someone yelling points on set, move out of the way, let them through. The next term is CRAFTY, which is short for Craft Services. Craft Services is the department on a production set that provides the snacks and the drinks and everything like that, so that people don't go hungry and don't go thirsty. It is everybody's favorite part of a set because you can get all kinds of tasty treats at CRAFTY. Now typically CRAFTY is a table or a couple tables set up close to where filming is taking place, so that you don't have to walk very far to grab something to eat or to grab something to drink. Now it's important to understand that CRAFTY and catering are two different departments. Catering actually provides the meals, whereas CRAFTY provides just the snacks and the drinks that are available in between meals. Now the next term is lunch. Now you might be rolling your eyes and saying, I know what lunch is, but lunch is a very specific term on a production set because it refers to the meal that happens exactly 6 hours after work started for that day. We just broke for lunch today, and the reason why we broke for lunch is because work started today at 8:30 a.m. and it's currently about 2:30 p.m. and that's when they have to break for lunch. On any union set, it's mandated that after 6 hours of work, you have to break for lunch. Now, no matter what time the break is, that first meal after 6 hours is always called lunch. So right now it's about 2:30 p.m. It's kind of a late lunch, but it's still roughly midday. But let's say we started shooting at noon. We would have broken for lunch at 6 p.m. and it's still called lunch. So this is really important to understand that lunch can occur at any time of the day. Let's say that we started at 6 p.m. That means we would break for lunch at midnight and it's still called lunch at that time. And then finally, we have a term called martini or martini shot. And martini refers to the last shot of the day, hence why we saved it for the last term that we're talking about today. Anytime you hear someone say, this is the martini, that means it is the final shot of the day. And after they get that shot, we're gonna wrap up and we're done shooting for the day. All right, those were some of the on-set terms that I thought were important for actors to know. If there are some terms that you've heard before that you're confused about, go ahead and write them down in the comments and I'll try to reply to those. Or if you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and hey, I'm on set today. I hope to see you on set one day as well.